gambling house. But there weren't any walls, just a lot of curtains with eyes painted on them. A man was walking around with a large pair of scissors cutting all the drapes in half. And then a girl came in with hardly anything on and started walking around the gambling room kissing everybody. She came to my table first.
Did you recognize this kissing bug?
I'm afraid she looked a little like Constance.
This is plain, ordinary, wishful dreaming. Go on.
I was sitting there playing cards with a man who had a beard. I was dealing to him, and I turned up a 7 of clubs. He said, "That makes 21. I win." When he turned up his cards, they were blank. Just then, the proprietor came in and accused him of cheating. The proprietor yelled, "This is my place, and if I catch you cheating again, I'll fix you." I'm sorry about that kissing bug.
I'm glad you didn't dream of me as an egg beater, as one of my patients did.
Why, what would that mean?
Never mind.
Well, does it make any sense to you what I dreamed?
Not yet. You're trying to tell yourself something. What it is, we'll figure out later.
There's a lot more to it.
Go on and try to recall the details.
The more cockeyed, the better for the scientific side of it.
He was leaning over the sloping roof of a high building. It was the man with the beard. I yelled at him to watch out. Then he went over, slowly, with his feet in the air. And then I saw the proprietor again, the man in the mask. He was hiding behind a tall chimney, and he had a small wheel in his hand. I saw him drop the wheel on the roof. Suddenly, I was running. Then I heard something beating over my head. It was a great pair of wings. The wings chased me and almost caught up with me when I came to the bottom of the hill.
Welcome to the Friday nights. I'm Jason Sandberg. Fellas, pretty small week at my LCS. The only thing I picked up was Skinbreaker 2, Robert Kirkman and David Finch. Enjoyed the first issue, and I think this is going to be like 8 issues. And I heard that David Finch already did all the artwork, but he did it double size. So like every page of the comic is 211 by 17 or something crazy like that. Anyways,
Okay.
so this was the big book this week.
Nice.
And then I'm hard at work, obviously, on Jupiter issue 2. Craig, would you do the Brady Bunch thing and show the sign up page for issue 2?
Yes, for sure.
So I'm hard at work on issue 2.
I'll get this more proficient in future, Jay.
It's okay. It's Friday. It's okay. There's only 19 people watching. We're still in the early part of the show now. So I'm pleased to report that we have 53 signups / follows on the Indiegogo page for Jupiter issue 2. Thank you to everybody who's gone and put your email in there to get notified when the campaign launches. Please, if you're watching this on the replay or whatever, go over there, put your name on it. The book's not going to launch until 2022, but you want to be, conventional wisdom is you want to be over 100 signups before you launch. So we got a ways to go to get there, but we're on track. We're on a good clip. So thank you to everybody who's signed, and a lot of people have been signal boosting my tweets on X, spreading the word. So thank you. But yeah, that'll launch in Q1 or early Q2 of 2026. Craig, how was your week?
It's been a little rough going this week. I still haven't achieved everything I wanted to do, but me and Gonzalo, we got 10 pages of colors squared away. And if you can imagine, going back and forth with all those, getting them right, it's quite an endeavor on itself. So we're on page 13 now. Books I wanted to show, I dragged that out of I thought you'd get a kick.
Hey, nice.
Collected works of Salvador Dalí. Speaking of the topics,
good. So, hey, you have to a good page there.
Yeah, I did 30 of them. I don't know if I'll be able to find that one again, but yeah. So there's my Salvador Dalí book, and as well as one of the books that came in again. My good friend, Death Metal Hero, his Mercenary Guild came in, and I read that right away, and I enjoyed it. Luke did a fantastic job. I'm always impressed when I hang out with somebody. And they're just starting to learn how to draw, and all of a sudden this is how good he's gotten already. Mm-hmm. He's only been drawing steady now for 5 years maybe. So good job, Luke. So congratulations on his first comic. And also too, I wanted to share something myself. Do you remember Ben who came on our show?
Yeah, Ben Sato.
Yes. No, different Ben.
Different Ben.
Fusebox.
Yeah. Fusebox, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm going to be on a show on Tuesday.
Nice. So here we go. I'm going to share this. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Can you see that? So this is his channel.
Oh, he did a review?
Yeah, he did a Soul Tack review. He just dropped that.
Let's play it.
It's 9 minutes long. Honestly, I'd rather have you go to his channel.
Okay. Yeah. Go to his
channel. I can. So what I'll do is I'll take the link to Ben's channel in appreciation. He did a great review. Those honest criticisms hurt sometimes, but they were great. It was awesome feedback he gave me. I really did appreciate that. So hold on.
Did he tell your female characters had too much clothing on?
No, he actually dug the armor. He really likes my samurai character. He thinks Dexter, there's not enough character development, which is kind of true. I kind of rushed him a little bit. There's a lot of aspects of the book I get. I wanted to cram so much into 9 issues, and I really did when I made that first volume. Hold on, let me stop sharing this. I really didn't know if that trade paperback was going to be the only Soul Tack I ever made. So,
sure.
So cramming 50 pounds of story into a 20-pound bag. I said I want to tell the story from here to here. So yeah, it is true that there's a lot thrown in there, and it goes through a lot of stuff quickly. A lot of that could have been dragged out and flushed out. I absolutely agree. But at the same time, when you're on a budget and you're spending 18 grand on a trade paperback, You got to cut some things to make it work. But no, it's great feedback you gave me. And now it's Scott. Thank you for joining us. How was your week?
Oh, we're doing great over here. So thank you so much for having me on the show to pimp my wares. And yeah, everything's going well. We're getting our, let's see, we're getting number 26 went off to print, Flip City Magazine. Number 27 is going to follow up on that real quick. And so we got some exciting stuff happening.
Nice. How many years since you started issue 1 of Flip City? How long has it been in print?
That came out February 2020. So this is really 6 years of working on this little thing here.
That's around the same time I started working on Soltac. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of nice to see where everybody is 5 almost 6 years later. So when did you pick up Jupiter again, Jason? When did you decide to?
It was about 2018, 2019 when I said, hey, this crowdfunding thing is viable. And that's when I started really working on it in earnest, putting things together. And then actually the artwork and stuff like that was 2021, 2022 is the artwork part of it.
So do we want to do a baseline or do you have anything you want to share with us, Scott? It's entirely
I got something to hold up if you want.
Yeah, what you got?
Yeah, well, this is okay. So this is issue 26 with cover by our artist Jeff McDonald. We thumb our noses at the critics right there. This one's got Superman parody, Fantastic Four parody of the Bear. That's a short one, and our interview with Mike Barron, legend. Nice. Mike Barron.
Yeah. Nice.
And so that's a good piece. So that's available on our store at flipcitymag.com, so you can get that issue. And so what we're really excited about right now is issue 27, which is our first collection of the parodies, featuring mostly the work of our brilliant lead parody artist Ben Sullivan. And this is going to be an 80-page book with all the best pieces that we had over the past 6 years, parodies of Walking Dead and Stranger Things and Star Trek, and the Rings of Power show they had, and many more packed in there.
Nice. So, you know what I'm actually going to pull up for him before I do the baseline? Let's pull up his subscription to flipcitymag.com.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So I'm so glad my computer. I cleared up 20 gigabytes of space so I can do more stuff now. All right, is that showing on screen there? Yep. Okay, so here's the Flip City Mag. You can type your email and subscribe. What do they get for doing that, Scott?
Oh yeah, well that looks like the Substack, right?
Okay.
So if you subscribe to the Substack, then on the free you can get our posts. You'll get all kinds of stuff that we throw up there. If you pay for the subscription, you'll get a digital subscription that comes out 4 times a year. Some exclusive broadcasts thrown in there. And as I produce the stuff here, before it ever gets in print, I start throwing it up there. So if you're subscribed, you can start to see all the stuff as it rolls out in its most timely form, fresh off the rack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Craig, I just got a notification that Bancroft's chat is going to be rating us, is in the process of rating us. We've got 39 people watching live. So should we say hello to the chat and then we can baseline his campaign?
Can we baseline then do the chat?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
It's my OCD. I always want to. Jason always tries to knock me off the rails. And from being in the military for 26 years, this is the only thing that I have that provides me with structure. So.
It's Scott. It's half the fun of the show. That when the show goes off the rails, it's at its funniest.
Well, much like our live reads, I think, Jason.
No, yeah.
It's funniest when it starts falling apart.
That's right. All
right. We got 20 backers. All right, I'll put that in the chat. Baseline 20.
$647. So hopefully we can get up to 23, and
that'd be real nice. Well, you can get the 80-page parody special edition for $17 at the door, free shipping on that. And then we've got other tiers with a couple of fun things. We got a first collector's trading card pack that we've ever offered that's got 12 characters from the parodies with all their stats on the back in a nice little box. And that's $20. And you can advertise in Flip City Magazine as well and get the word out to our print audience and our digital audience about whatever you're doing. So we have an advertising tier on there for anybody who wants to take advantage of that.
Yep, Craig and I, we talked about that before the show. We're definitely going to want to know more about that.
Yeah. We're not putting Soul Tack Jupiter and Friday Nights in there for some advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay, so there's the baseline. Okay, and then we'll jump into our chat. Okay, so first and foremost into our chat, JJ Jr. is the first up in our chat. And,
I think that's J. Jonah Jameson's son, who's the astronaut werewolf.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining us, JJ Jr. Okay, here's Philbo's, and I know he sent emojis. Woohoo! Again, Philbo, a good friend of mine. Thank you for joining us, Philbo. And then I'll even throw you up there, Jason. Hey. Here's Vulcan.
Vulcan.
What you say? Never late. Always on time.
Yep.
Friday nights. Hail to you as well, Vulcan.
Howdy, Vulcan.
Let's see who else is joining us. Michael's jumping back in our chat as well. Says hail, nights.
Michael,
Scott.
good to see you. Good
Michael.
Kid.
Yeah.
Hello.
And he might do a Soul Tack review too. Maybe once he starts doing his reviews again. We'll see.
Cool.
Neat.
And then I already put here's the sign up again for Jupiter. Again, while you're listening to this, just go over. It's free to stick your email in there, and if there's some sort of free giveaway, whether it's a card or a print or whatever, even if it's 4 or 5 months down the road, when it comes time to ship, all people do is they go through their sign up list and they give them all the perks. It doesn't hurt to sign up to everything.
All I know is that we're at 53 signups, which makes me happy, but none of y'all sent me a birthday gift this year. So make that my birthday gift. Go sign up if you haven't signed up yet.
I'm bad for that kind of stuff. Luckily, my wife takes pity on me, and she's like, "You're gonna buy me this for my birthday." You're gonna absolutely.
Well, that makes it so much easier.
It does.
SF
Gaming is joining us as well. Hail to you as well as SF Gaming. Thank you for joining us, as well as Crenshaw. Jumped in there. He had to let us know that he's also in here too as well.
Nice. His wife didn't drag him to some social gathering tonight.
And I always try to include everyone's at. If I ever leave anyone out, it's never personal. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. So let me know. Throw my ats in there, and I'll gladly throw your ats in every Friday. Sim's also joining us. I showed off the books. I got his latest book. I think I showed it a week or 2 weeks ago. I just haven't had a chance to read it. But Sim, as always, he's at work on his next project. He doesn't stop, and I get that. Most creators, incredible to see. And then Crenshaw had a comment here. Can you still hear me? It just got really quiet. Yep. On X, I posted that I was going to back something tonight, and I think I might just do that. Nice.
Hey.
All right.
And here's Michael answering me as well. He says, of course, he's doing the Soul Tack review and Jupiter as well.
Nice.
Nice. There you go. And that's everyone that's in the chat so far. So we're at 41 watching. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
All right.
So, Craig, it has been a nuts, crazy week. Crazy week. You would not believe the things that happened at work. So I did not watch anything on the news. Tell me, what's the first of the 3 most important news topics of the week?
I haven't brought up our topic yet, but you've almost broke Canada. I think.
Oh, really?
This goes up.
Did we stop trade negotiations again?
Yeah. Well, one of our idiot premiers. This is the part that bothers me the most. It's not even what he did. He spent 75 million taxpayer dollars. We've lost like a lot of automotive, like all of our automotive sectors rushing back to the States. So we're losing all our automotive. So, you know what I mean? So we've got lots of people losing their jobs, but to watch your premier spend $75 million on attack ads in the United States, where he basically took a clip of Reagan's speech left out the last 55 seconds, but sort of tailored it to make it look like Reagan was against tariffs, and now he's going to play that during the World Series and stuff. So as soon as Donald saw that, like, what do you think Donald Trump's going to do? That's funny. No, so he said immediately, I'm not doing any more negotiations with Canada. Terminated negotiations with Canada. Yeah.
Right.
Look, if your biggest trade partner who buys 75% of your goods, you might not want to piss the guy off. I don't know. That's just me. But so it's hard to throw it there. But yeah, that's the latest. I know you probably don't even hear about it. It's big news here. In Canada, we think it's big news. You probably didn't even hear it where you are. So there you go. All right. Enough on that. First topic I have for tonight. Oh boy, I'm back in the live tab. Hold on.
Yeah. We got 41 people watching live. They're here to kick off their weekends, have some laughs, learn about Flip City, the magazine, and cover the get caught up on the 3 most important news items of the week.
Okay,
Well, hey, you know what? Before you even get to that, I think the biggest news story of the week, oddly enough, was changing the east wing of the White House, which is probably the least important thing that happened on the planet the entire week. Maybe that serves as one of the world's greatest distractions to have everyone melt down over a stupid renovation.
I clipped that. There's a small segment of that in the outro as well. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, he's destroying the White House. It's like,
oh my God, our heritage. But meanwhile, I hope that he's blowing lots of narco terrorists out of the water while everybody sits and cries about the White House. It's just pew, pew.
But it's the East Wing he's doing the renovation to. It's a place where the cars pull up and pull out. And I did the count. I don't know how many presidents over the years have done renovations, but it's nowhere near the main house. It's the East Wing, and he's building a ballroom. And unlike our politicians, he's actually paying for it out of his own pocket. So
yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that none of the people that are clutching their pearls about this construction project said peep when the previous administration debauched the currency by about 30%.
It's true.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get back to having fun and get away from all the nonsense. So first topic comes to us today from a New York Post, and this one's an interesting one. Alien DNA found inside humans. It was inserted into our genes. Bonkers. New study. So apparently,
what the heck?
In all of our
bonkers.
Yeah, in all of our genomes and all of our sequences, there is DNA that is clearly extraterrestrial and did not originate on this world. Is that surprising to you, Jason?
So I got 2 questions. First question is, are they seeing this same phenomenon in other mammals? And my second question is, how do they know it's alien?
So,
because I saw the movie Species.
Right. So those are both very good questions. When I got basically, what my understanding is, the reason why they're determining that it's alien is because it's not found in the evolutionary chain. So my guess would be that it isn't in any other animals. I mean, they didn't answer that. I'm just trying to
like we skipped, like we there's a like in the, not the fossil record, but in the genealogy record, whatever that is, that there's like a skip where it's like some like they go like 100 years and suddenly there's extra stuff in there.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
and when how long ago do they think there was this intervention?
Well, it would have been as far back as the humans, the mammals took over after the last extinction, right? I mean, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm just
so is this like why we beat out the Neanderthals? Like we had the alien juice?
It could be, but I mean, that could very well be present in Neanderthal DNA too, because they've found a lot of Neanderthal DNA is in our DNA. So the Neanderthals didn't just get wiped out; we kind of interbred with them. So
kind of like kissing cousins.
Yes, yeah, they were never fully extinct. So.
Scott, what's your take on this?
Well, Yeah, okay. So, well, hard to say whether DNA was inserted in our genes or if it, this isn't like intelligent life material. Maybe it just grew or developed. I don't know. Yeah. But this does, in the words of ancient aliens host Giorgio Sucralos, this just goes to back up our theories about the origins of ancient alien astronauts. Does it not?
Click, 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 click. Craig, so this whole alien genes, is this way like some people can parallel park and some can't?
That's right. All these jokes. But I wanted to tie this in also as well to the.
Hey, Craig, hold on. Hold
Yes.
your hand. Hold your hand up. Hold your hand up.
Okay.
Hold your hand up. Okay. Can you do this?
Right. Yes. Absolutely. Live long
All
and
right.
prosper.
All right.
All right.
Scott, prove you're Homo sapien. Hold up your hand.
Yeah. What is it?
All right.
That one?
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys, we all check out. We're all
yeah.
good.
I got a good big one.
Oh yeah.
I got a big one.
But what I was gonna tie into those, I always was of the firm belief that if you studied quantum mechanics and like protons and neutrons and electrons, you'd get an understanding for how the universe works as well. Because I believe that interplanetary, like how things work in space, is also how things work under the microscope. I think it's very similar in a lot of ways. And I always thought that when other solar systems went, like other stars went supernova, and then they created new stars, that would spread itself through the universe, and basically that life seeds itself from a cataclysmic explosion to cataclysmic explosion. Again, I think we've talked about this, like the calcium that's in our bones. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't have bones that possess calcium if a sun didn't go supernova before the sun that currently exists now.
All of the elements all the elements were created in stars.
Right. And tying that into 3-1 Atlas that just went screaming through our solar system. So it's bombarding like our solar system with all kinds of cosmic dust, particles, atoms. So God knows what it's dropping into our solar system as it makes its way in and out. But we now know interstellar objects come and they go. I think this just brings further proof that basically what exists on our planet could very well have been life from a previous solar system and a previous star. And this could be going on for billions and billions and billions of years.
Well, they drop a lot of radiation on us too, right? And that radiation creates mutations. So
yes, yeah.
Who knows?
Yes, it's all interesting stuff. And I find it interesting that we're discovering all this stuff within our lifetime. Watching how much science has changed between the 70s to where we're at now. So. But yeah, some of the questions you were asking, Jason, I don't know if you had a chance to read the article, but they do talk about genomes and how many genomes they studied and all that stuff in this article.
That's wild.
So, yeah.
So can we begin to segregate the planet based on alien DNA and terrestrial DNA?
Right.
Maybe. Would it solve a lot of our problems?
Scott, would you rather have alien DNA in you or on you?
Right.
I'm not gonna put my foot in that. I could go wrong either way.
I forget what was that movie? Was it Natasha Hendrickson there, where she played the hot alien, and it was like
Species.
Would you? It was would you, knowing that she's gonna bite your head off after, would it still be worth it?
A wood?
That was one of my jokes in the first part of this bit. I said that's not a species.
But anyways.
So
I don't know. It's tempting. It's tempting. I don't know. I don't think I would want to give up my life for that.
Yeah, I may have to read this article to find out if this is why we why we beat the Neanderthals.
I think the honest answer is we just outcompeted them. We encroached in on their territory. We just took over their caves. We were pushing. We just basically pushed them out. It's the same kind of thing that's happening to the Western world right now. Sort of the same sort of migrating patterns. So, yeah. Would you like to touch on the next topic?
Yeah, let's look at the next one.
Okay. All right. So, topic 2 for us this evening comes to us from The Guardian. This one's an interesting article. Italian police seized 21 suspected fake works of Salvador Dalí from the show. So essentially they found this ring in Italy that's been forging a lot of the great artists.
Mm-hmm.
And before they did this exhibit, somebody had reported to them that there were a couple pieces in this particular show that the works were questionable, and that was enough for the police to come in. They seized all the artwork. Now that doesn't automatically mean that they're guaranteed to be fakes. It just means they're doing an investigation. So it might turn out afterwards that they turn out to be Salvador Dalí's after.
Yeah.
So I know a little something about Salvador Dalí. So he had this arrangement where he would sign blank sheets of paper for $1,000 a piece, and then they would go and people would do lithography and do prints on top over his signature. So he was already aiding and abetting the whole forgery thing.
Mm.
That's great though. Make a
Great
lot of
for
money
him.
off that.
Great for him. Scott, are you a fine art guy?
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Well, I like I like old modernists, Van Gogh and Cézanne and stuff like that. Cézanne's kind of the king.
Nice. Craig, how about you?
I would say Van Gogh, but I mean, Jason runs this show with us where he quizzes our ability to tell if it is in fact a real piece of art or not. And after I've lost that a couple times,
Well,
I don't.
We'll do that in a bit. And Craig, it's more of a public service that we do. We're doing
That's
a
true.
public service.
That's true.
I would
So,
stop at. I'm sorry. I would stop at 1950s era abstract expressionism, and the government started throwing all this money into the mix to make shitty art.
Yeah.
Money laundering and confusing the Soviets.
Yeah, all the modernist stuff, and then up through the regionalists in the 1940s, kind of Americana stuff. That's cool stuff, but it's gone downhill since then. And painting, the art of painting just went into a black hole because it went through these progressive movements coming out of like late 1800s. Everything was, people were doing still life, but it was portraitures, historical reenactment. And then you got Monet and Manet coming in here and starting to make subjects out of things that nobody thought were interesting prior to that. It goes into the 1900s of people starting to look at the canvas in different ways with the cubism and the surrealism, and all the way into the end of the 1900s with the postmodernism. And, these developments were always built on theory, and they ran out of theory. There's nowhere left for the theory to go. And now you end up with bananas stapled to a canvas because none of these fuckers know what to do anymore. There may not be anything to do except revert to pure classicism again, because you worked out all the theory behind all these movements and you exhausted painting. So if you're an artist and you're going to go into pure painting rather than say, comic book art, that's a different thing. But if you're going to be a canvas gallery person, just don't do that. That's terrible. You won't get anywhere unless you're sponsored by someone really wealthy because your art serves their politics. It's just there's nothing left.
But what is concerning, especially with AI, is will they get to the point where they can feed in all of Van Gogh's art and his style and all that, and get artificial intelligence to basically start churning out replica pieces that appear to be created by him? But
they probably all are already. Well, did you see these sculptures they were putting up in New York and Chicago, like 20 sculptures they put up in public, and they're just big bronzes of, the subject matter is just some sloppy black lady looking at her iPhone or something, and this stuff is, this is all sponsored, and then you're supposed to say, well, this is great art, but these guys are using AI to make sculptures. It's all bullshit.
So you're saying it's a money laundering and humiliation ritual.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
So Craig, our investigative team put together another series of slides, because this is a public service. Because people people sometimes they invest in stocks, bonds, crypto, and sometimes fine art. We think it's an important public service that we do periodically to help you, the public, discern whether or not an artwork is legit or a forgery. And so it's a segment we call Van Gogh or No. So Scott, I'm so glad that you're here with your background and your fine taste. Let's see how even an expert like you could be hoodwinked.
Oh shit! All right.
All right.
Can I also say too, if the chat also wants to join, we'll also pause between the pieces to see how the chat weighed in to determine if it was or wasn't as well.
Yeah, we got 56 people watching live, so please, this is a participation sport.
Okay. Drum roll. Here we go.
Drum roll. First one. Scott, they come to you. They say you have this Dalí painting from the 1938. Would you be interested? What's your take on this one?
Wait, are you telling if an art dealer is trying to sell this to me?
Yeah.
I go, okay, well, what's with the piece of pie? That's my first question. What's the pie doing there?
It's Salvador Dalí.
Am I wrong?
It's Salvador Dalí.
Okay.
It's all about the urges and the sensuality.
All right. Well, is this one I don't know then? Am I supposed to guess? I say
Supposed to guess
this.
if it's real or not real.
Well, considering it's just I don't know everything, okay, but it looks like a piece of pie stuck on top of a different painting. So I say that's not real.
I agree with Scott. That's not it. I'll say why that pie should be warped or something. It just looks like a straight up properly.
Yeah.
All right. Thank goodness you guys are correct. This is not a legit. Okay. Yeah. Vulcan is correct as well.
Embarrassing.
Yes.
All right. Let's check the next one.
If this was Dolly's clock with pie, although you don't know Dolly's clock with pie.
There is a famous story that somebody asked John Lennon how they came up with the band name the Beatles, and he said he was walking down the street and he had a vision of Salvador Dalí coming down on a flaming pie and saying, "You're going to start a band and call it the Beatles." So I don't know. I don't know if that's where this pie comes into play, but that is a bit of the mythology.
That is a true story then, huh?
But Jason broke me.
Inspiration.
I've been to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, and Jason got me to believe that an IKEA instruction page was, I think, Van Gogh or something. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
But yeah. Hold on, what's JJR? Yeah.
Wow, you're gullible.
Yeah.
He was making computer assisted homemade porn.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Which when Greg, when I'm not on this show on Fridays, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Next one.
All right.
Andy Warhol. Scott, is this look like a legitimate Andy Warhol?
On the right? Wow. Wow. Now, what are you asking me? On the left or on the right?
Yeah,
on the left. Is that an Andy Warhol?
Yeah, the left is real. The right is just amazing.
Not so much.
Oompa Loompa, how dare you?
Nice.
She's not real at all.
Craig, what do you say?
Yes, it's real.
All right, very good, very good.
It's very challenging.
It is. This is especially when there's money on the line, right? All right, next.
I do like how the audience is avoiding voting as well. So no pressure.
All right, insulted by this.
Scott, Andy Warhol loved doing paintings of newspaper articles and advertisements and Campbell soup cans. Is this the legitimate Andy Warhol?
Mr. Wiggles Wiener Washer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love it, but it's not real, no.
Craig, what do you think?
I'm going to say it's not real as well.
You guys, the art forgers would be hard pressed to get one past you.
You're getting around us.
Vulcan says not real.
You want to sell me this on a canvas?
Yeah, I mean it's 30 by 30. It would look great over the fireplace.
My friend, it has Salvador Dali's name on it. You see?
Right. He signed it.
It's been authenticated.
Michael says not real. Yes. Okay. All right, Craig, what's next? All right, 1930s Picasso. just before he does Guernica the mural. Scott, is this a Picasso?
Dude, I'm going to say that this is more of a 1950s Gestalt here, and I've never seen him work quite like that. So no, that is not real.
Not real. Okay. Craig, what do you think?
This is the one you got me with. This is the one.
And you put it on blue, so it's like, what's this blue period? Oh, it's the instruction. That's the IKEA instructionals. You were talking about.
Yeah. All right.
He could have had a promising career if he didn't have to go down the painting
That's right.
route. Could have designed those booklets for every product,
Yeah.
which is a career I think many of us have considered at one point or another.
But
we go into
guys, you're onto something, this guy, because there's been times where I've been putting something together. For instance, my wife bought a metal shed like Memorial Day weekend, and we spent like a whole Saturday putting the thing together. And there's been times where I've gotten so mad at the bad instructions, and I've been, God damn it, I'm gonna redo this instruction manual the right way. There's a real instinct there.
Just for your own satisfaction, though.
Just to save the world. I mean, because it's like I'm like, there's other guys out there. There's 100,000 guys out there who bought this same shed, and their weekend is toast because these instruction manuals are so bad.
How are you going to get it to them?
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna march right down to the metal shed company and pound them on the door. I'm gonna nail to the door like Martin Luther. Be like, guys,
Nice.
all right, let's check out the next one.
But it's just funny, like staring at this, like you're questioning whether this is art or not. Like it's not. It's from freaking IKEA. But I'm worried that someone would actually pay 10 grand for this thing, Jason. All right.
All right. Another Salvador Dalí. What do you think, Scott?
Oh, well, I don't know it.
It's got the melty clocks.
Yeah, I know. The melted clock's got to be real, right?
It's got the desert.
All right.
Melty clocks.
It's got a bike with a bike from the appropriate era, cruiser. But I'm still calling bullshit on this.
Craig?
Again, same thing. Like it looks real, but I know you're clever enough, and with artificial intelligence and the stuff that can help you, I'm going to say no, not real.
All right, you're restoring my faith in humanity, guys. You are correct. This is not a Salvador Dalí.
Yes.
It might have a signature on it, but it's not. It's not. All right. The chat is really they're unanimous here. All right, Scott.
Oh,
Bob Ross.
Okay.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Happy Clouds.
You might be throwing me a curve because this looks more like a painting by Thomas Kincaid, painter of light, who actually went to my alma mater.
Really?
Yeah, I went to the same school as Thomas Kincaid and DC movie guy Zack Snyder.
Oh wow!
And Michael Bay.
Oh my God, that's a Mount Rushmore.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Well, let's see. Bob Ross. I don't see Bob Ross doing the architecture, so I'm going to say you're throwing a curve. This is not a Bob Ross.
Craig, what do you think?
I'm also going to say not a Bob Ross.
You are Scott. You are on the ball. It is a Thomas Kincaid. It is the master of light. It is, and Scott. The way I describe Thomas Kincaid is if you took the hand of Rembrandt and somehow cybernetically connected it to the brain of a soccer mom, you would have Thomas Kincaid.
That's a very literate description.
Too high focus for us. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Craig, did you hear that? Yeah, apparently, Bob Ross, he was like some sort of like Marine drill sergeant. And at the end of his military career, he said, I'm done yelling at people, God damn it.
Right. Yeah, that would totally make sense, too, because that's usually what happens is you want to completely transition out of that life into something more passive. And so.
Well, that explains that, that feeling that beneath the cool exterior, there's Just a ball of rage,
He's
waiting to break out.
a well-tooled killing
Somewhere.
machine. Yes.
You guys suppose if after the show wraps and so forth, he takes off his turtleneck sweater and his cardigan, and he's got like tattoos and
I said happy little clouds, god damn it.
Out come the guns.
Happy
Yeah.
clouds.
That's awesome.
all right.
Fan brush. Fan brush, you motherfucker.
All right, Scott, what do you think of this one?
Oh,
Van
that's
Gogh?
a real. That's not Van Gogh, but it's real. That's because that was anybody who's seen Goodfellas knows this painting. You got one dog looking this way, you got the other dogs looking the other way with the fucking dogs.
Yeah. You're not gonna get
Nice
Scott.
one.
He's on the ball.
Nice one, Scott. You are on the ball. Very good, very good.
Look at those dogs.
All right.
Joke.
Next, and what Scott? We've done this a couple times to people, and when we mentioned the Goodfellas thing, you could just see their brain go. That's what it is. All right. Next one. All right, another Salvador Dalí here.
Oh, that's for real, yeah.
Okay. Craig, what do you think?
Well, the R2D2 and the little Napoleon, is that
Now
what that
hold
is?
on. Salvador Dalí loved
Wait, when
pop,
did he
he
die?
loved Americana. He loved pop culture.
Wait, when did
And
he die though?
1989. So he was alive during the Star Wars craze, the real
Okay.
Star Wars craze.
I'm gonna reassess this.
That's not Winston Churchill. I'm trying to figure out who the old guy is. But
I think it's just some rando.
No, that's got
Rando Calrissian.
Rando. Misshapen giraffe. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. For the record, no, it's not a dollar. I gotta keep my record perfect here tonight.
there you go.
So
5 and a
Vulcan says it's not real, but he would love
Buy
to
it.
buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally put it on the wall. Yes. All right.
Triple J says 100%. Looks like Churchill.
Yeah, I thought it was Churchill too.
All right, very good,
Okay.
very good.
So is there
Okay,
anything-
well, I think this was a good exercise to show that you really do have to be on the ball. You really have to know your stuff before you dip your toe into the fine art market.
yeah, don't be investing your entire nest egg into a $2 million painting, because that would just be very stupid and not a wise use of your money. So,
No, and can I reflect on this for just a second? Because I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
read
yeah.
the article because you gave me those things. This just sounds like, I mean, this kind of forgery is so rampant that these dudes were just spitting these things out and got big balls and said, okay, well, let's set up this show here. It's just a giant grift, but then somebody, they got too much attention, so now they're going to get screwed.
They got
And-
caught.
There's no real dollies there. This whole show is forgery bullshit. It's just like those Canal Street Africans with their Gucci bags that got cleaned out the other
Yep.
day. But you weren't watching the news, so you might have missed that one. All these
Yeah.
Africans got swept off the sidewalk. They took a big street sweeper and just
Cleaned it all
creamed
up.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a problem that isn't going away. It's only going to get worse. Absolutely. I mean, I think the way it is now with the art community, whatever pieces exist, it's almost impossible for them to accept a new piece if it has no provenance. If it doesn't have any history, they would don't even want to look at it, no matter how real it looks. So,
Scott, have you seen the video of the geriatric artist guy who stacks up the 7 or 8 pails of sand and then tips them over?
No.
Oh, it's nuts. It's nuts. And the people are standing around going,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's
They're
bad.
fascinated
It's bad.
by
fascinated.
shitty art.
Sometimes it's a grip for sure.
It's totally money laundering, and we're onto them. All right, next story.
All right. So our third and final topic for this evening as well also comes from New York Post. This one just popped up actually on Thursday.
They break.
Dinosaur egg was unearthed in perfect condition after 70 million years, and it could hold genetic material. So what's funny is this guy was actually just make YouTube content, a YouTube influencer. They look down, go, look at this thing, pulls it up, picks it up, and realizes, this is an intact dinosaur egg. So they're now wondering, and that's why I threw that bit of a Jurassic Park in there, whether or not there might be a dinosaur DNA in there, which is the one thing they keep looking for. So.
Scott, when I saw this article, the first thing that occurred to me was killer omelet. Killer omelet.
Dinosaur omelet. Yeah.
When you go to Sotheby's and you say, okay, all you billionaires and all you people for the World Economic Forum, there's no experience you haven't bought yet, but have you had a dinosaur omelet? Bidding starts at $1 billion.
Right.
Well, I don't know about you guys. I'm going to call bullshit on this article. 70 million years, and it was sitting on top of something.
Yeah, the influencer
No.
And yeah, it just happened to walk upon it. So what is interesting about this particular egg, though, is they're saying it's a carnivore. They think it's a carnivore dinosaur, and most of those eggs had a thinner shell and were almost destroyed. It was like it's almost impossible to find a carnivore dinosaur egg intact. They're normally broken. So
is this fossilized, or is it's just been undisturbed for 70 million years?
Well, so it is fossilized, but they're going to do some sort of crazy scientific scans on it, like some deep scans that will determine whether or not there is contents inside that would potentially be worth exploring, or if whatever's inside the egg is long become rock.
Well, when the Chinese, you ever have a century egg, you guys?
What's a century egg?
It's just a little quail egg, and they put it in salt water for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you open it up and eat it, but it's black inside. It's totally fermented.
Oof.
So
Wow.
you can't imagine anything would be preserved inside.
You get a buzz off that?
I didn't, but if you ate enough, if you put them in your martini, I bet you will. But look, here's the thing. So we went to, Jamestown, the first settlement in Virginia. Okay. I was thinking about this. You go out there and you can see the official site. Like, this is all the stuff they have in Jamestown. But if you want to go a mile over, you can go to the actual site they excavated. And it's 400 years old. And they said, it's 400 years old. You had to dig down 15 feet to find it. So that's 15 feet of accumulation, of earth accumulation in 15 years. I mean, I kind of have this theory that whether it's from interstellar dust or just from stuff growing on Earth, that the planet kind of keeps getting bigger. If you got a pile of leaves on your walkway and you don't take care of them and you leave them for a year, you got soil.
Right.
You get a 1/4 inch of soil every year for 400 years. You got 15 feet of dirt. 70 million years. I'll give them 7,000 maximum. Yeah.
All right. Sheldon Martin is weighing in here. Some dinosaur just happened as places egg up for us to find. Well, how convenient, but you're not fooling us, you silly glorified rock hobbyists.
It's probably a carved. This egg was probably carved like all those crystal skulls,
Yeah.
So Scott, in the cartoon bubble in my mind, what I'm seeing the scientists. They're in the lab and they're using like some sort of laser. Someone's got a laser to kind of chisel the thing open, and as soon as they kind of crack it open, a bunch of those springy snakes pop out, and there's confetti.
There you go.
Surprise.
Hopefully the scans that they use would pick those up first, but.
Yeah, I'm not buying any of this. By the way.
Yeah, you did make a doubter out of me. Like, usually I just believe these articles at face value. I trust that they're scientists and all that, but I've been fooled by the whole word doctors and you need to trust the science before. I think in the past few years I've learned to become a skeptic. So.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, this is very informative. Good topics tonight. Very good topics tonight.
Yeah.
Let's now. You said you got a trailer for him.
Yes. So before we dive into his campaign, we've got 59 watching. And again, Scott, thank you so much for joining us. Here it is for everyone that is watching. Here's the trailer for Flip City Parodies.
In a world where sequels and prequels and derivatives slop rule the TV and movie landscape, one magazine dares to make fun of them all.
still there. It didn't blow up.
Yeah.
Magazine. Now, I hope I had you at the explosions. Screw the
yeah.
magazine. That should be enough.
Yeah, so I'll pull up the campaign right now. So the link is already pinned to the top of the chat for anyone who wants to pull up the campaign, but I'm also going to share it as well. So
Yeah.
all right, Scott. So again, it's your campaign. The floor is yours. If you have anywhere you wish for me to scan, basically, I'll move the campaign around. If there's anything you want me to stop on or whatnot, just let me know.
Oh yeah, sure. Just scroll it on down. It's got Walking Dead. Let's see. It's Walking Dead. Curse of Oak Island. Curse of Oak Island. I gave them all funny names. You get it. All right. There it is. 80 pages in full color of best parodies of the last 6 years. Where there's a Mandalorian and Grogert made the cover there. With the great Ben Sullivan, one of the best parody artists working today, and featuring, let's see what happens when we go. Oh, you can get that $7 digital, $17 free shipping on the print magazine, and some packages for you to pick from, featuring the Walking Dead, Farrell Dixon. Yeah, scroll down through them and we'll take a look. There's Farrell Dixon. He's in Paris. He fights off Euro zombies. Paris.
Nice.
Then below that is Stranger Things or Strange Earthlings, so they got to go into the upside clown world. There's a whole story there. You figure.
Nice.
You got to read it to see it.
So your magazine's a collaborative effort of a lot of artists, right? That all come together and submit stories.
There's about 20 people writing and drawing in any given issue. Yes.
Yeah.
Vulcan, thank you for backing the cards. I'm finishing the cards right now. They look good. You're gonna like them. Lower to the ratings of poor. With Aaron Dork the elf and Gagagriel gotta go. They all gotta return their defective rings to customer service. It's a good story.
That's
I
funny.
like that. $20 on the trading cards, and we'll follow that. Someday we'll follow that up with more trading cards. So then you can trade them with all your friends. Yeah.
Smart.
Mag and card bundle for $35. Oh, Star Trek Retard. That's a great piece. Captain Jean-Luc Retard.
So I'm reading the ones as I'm going to them.
Oh yeah. Former Captain Retard's blunders lead him to uncover a sinister conspiracy involving Commander Jeff Bezos and the phallus foreskin rocket. It's a sinister conspiracy.
That's
a good
funny.
one.
Yeah. Does he trip outside it and the door swings? No, I'm just kidding.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
If you like the Curse of Oak Island, if you're a geek like me and you love those stupid shows
right
on those channels, Curse of Oak Island, Civil War Gold, stuff like that. So this one's got the Jerks of Oak Island, where they all and William Shatner cameo in there. By the way, you don't want to miss that.
Well, they already got the Treasure of Oak Island when they got that contract to do the TV show. That's what.
Yeah, but can you imagine what they have to find to pay off? I mean, I know that advertising pays a lot, but you're never going to find enough. There's nothing on that island. That's the problem.
No,
there's nothing there but another nail, mate.
That's right.
It's here. There's Gary Drayden. He says it's a nail, mate. Just look at it. What a beauty.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it's got House of the Elon with Elon Musk, who teams up with Javier Milei of Argentina to fight censorship in Brazil. There's a good one. There's Elon and Javier.
Cut all that government waste.
Yeah, if you're crazy, there's a collector's super pack. That's $300. You get like the first 15 issues or something. Yeah, collector's items there. See where everything started.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Walking Dead. This is the first one back in issue 8. That was 2022 that Ben and I did together. The Walking Dead and frickin' the gang must fight off a horde of zombies without infringing on their human rights. We got to treat these zombies with dignity. They don't want to eat us. They just want to vote. They just want fair rights to vote. That's how that goes.
Right.
Crenshaw, thank you. So much more, including, I'll read them off. Snarky Ones of the Galaxy. That's a great piece.
My fingers. There we go.
Spudamon, not to be confused with Spider-Man. Had nothing to do with Spider-Man. Okay. Halloween, Mandalorian parodies. This thing is stuffed full, and I was just polishing off the proofs the last week. It's funny. It's funny stuff. This Weirder the Weird Al story.
Right. I thought that was Weird Al.
Yeah. He said, caught. It's got our buddies Ben Sullivan, Tony Talbert, Derek Collins, Kale Jones all chipping into this piece, and there's yours truly right there.
Nice. So yeah, so I'll go through your tiers again. Just
okay.
I know you're catching them while we're going through.
Yeah.
So first off, you can get the physical. Is that right for $17?
Sure.
And it has free shipping. That's all you got to drop.
Yeah.
Yes. 80 pages, $17.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Fat.
That's a deal.
Fat deal. $7 on the digital.
Yeah. That's
well,
for
worth it.
International like me, on the other side of the border there. Until you make us the 51st state, and then that'll solve the problem with the shipping.
It's coming.
Yes.
It's imminent.
That's
$70 on the catch-up 6-pack. That's the last 6 issues of 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. So that's like around 60 pages a pop. So 350 pages of fun going on there.
Nice. This is
like that.
4-pack.
Same with the 4-pack. You just want the last 4. You get the Taylor Swift. You get the Joker 2, the musical, is in issue 20. Right. That's a whole musical, and I know people don't think that this comic book musicals can be very good. It kind of makes you cringe, but people like it.
I'm sure it'd be more entertaining than the movie because the first movie was okay. The second one, not so much. Like, what's going on?
Okay. Braver than me. Braver than me.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch it. I mean, I watched some of these things.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily. Star Trek Picard. I got into the second episode and I had to bail out of that. The problem was Picard is at his estate and here comes this crazy girl babbling about her dad and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm taking your problem so seriously. This is a career officer." Yeah, it's so stupid.
I was watching it to the point, and then they had I don't know what it was, like a droid or something. Like they were doing these crazy leaps, and they were like, "I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. It's like, I'm out of here." They lost me.
Oh, have you seen the preview for Starfleet Academy though?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, what a sack of crap!
Yeah,
I cannot believe it.
Imagine.
In fact, we're gonna do Starfleet Academy for issue 28, so that'll be in January.
Nice.
And so they're in San Francisco. Their school is in San Francisco, and there may be a special appearance by San Francisco State Senator Scott Wiener. If you know California at all, you know Scott Wiener is a epic degenerate who wants to run for the Senate in California, and he likes to wear his leather around and give AIDS to people and whatnot. So look for that next year. Yeah, it's next year.
So these are the trading cards that you said Vulcan grabbed these. So.
Yeah. $20 collector's trading cards. There's a Zombers trading card, a Grogurt. There's a Picard, Giorgio Sucralose. 8 more fun ones.
Nice.
Full stats on the back. I'm just polishing that off right now. Very good.
For $35, you can get the mag and the cards. You can also save yourself $2 on the mag.
Yeah. Right.
Advertisement. Hey, this is up our aisle here, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a block in the book, and that it's not digital. It does go in the digital copy too, but this is print, so it's forever. People popping that book open, seeing your gorgeous advertisement sitting in there.
Vulcan says he's really looking forward to those cards.
I think you're gonna like them. They funny.
And
retailer
Scott,
yeah.
Typically, Flip City, is it technically quarterly or bi-monthly?
It is a quarterly. It is 4 issues a year.
Nice.
And we are just squeezing out the 3rd and 4th here right at the end of the year, getting on track.
All right, so there's is that all of them, or is there another page where?
Yeah, well, that's that.
On the comic.
That's
Yeah.
the big super pack with 15 issues and whatnot. If you want all the starter stuff, there's a couple of those left.
Okay, so I'll scroll
Which
back
is so,
up here.
you know, something to make you laugh. Give you something, put a smile on your face.
All right, so I'm gonna pull this campaign down for a
Okay.
sec here, Jason. I wasn't on the ball like it was the other day. So.
Now, Scott, for those people that are watching that are kind of new to this, one of the unique things about Flip City is that you can get it in the mail.
Oh yeah.
So, do you want to kind of talk about that and how that's kind of a unique selling point?
Well, you know, these kind of magazines faded away in the late 80s, replaced mostly by men's lifestyle magazines catering to bro culture, gadgets, guns, and girls, and this kind of thing. And the old comedy magazines went out of style. Well, I thought it's kind of thing I always wanted to do. And when we started it off, you know, we put the option up there. We figured, well, I don't know if it's really going to go, but we'll have a digital magazine. We'll do. People went for the print. Like 95% of people wanted that piece of paper. And that's so that first year and a half, we got that boost to really go full into printing the magazines, and have held out so far a lot longer than many magazine startups, by the way, thanks to our tiny little overhead and home office. So you can hold that in your hands, and we suggest you keep a copy for your bathroom, because that's really where it belongs.
Right.
And in terms of inspiration, do you view yourselves as the like a Mad magazine for the modern day?
Well, I think it's a lot like that. I mean, the history of U.S. satire magazines goes back further than that. You know, it goes back to the post-Civil War with Puck and Judge, who both lasted somewhere between 40 and 60 years. And then Mad came around in 52. So it's very much like that. But times have changed also. And where, you know, Mad magazine would take shots at, you know, it would goof on the hippies, it would goof on the conservatives. It was mostly it was a reaction against stuffy, uptight, early 20th century Protestant culture. And, you know, things have changed now. And what's left of Mad magazine, because there might be a remnant still publishing, it doesn't talk to us today. If anything, it's, you know, when it was winding down, it was taken over with woke college graduate editors telling the last of the old guard of Mad what they should be doing and just running it into the ground. But this magazine is for you. It's today. It speaks to things we're actually dealing with today. Now, that's terribly political. It's more of a cultural thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I did see Mike Barron had high praises for your magazine.
Mike Barron said very nice things.
Yes.
And I appreciate it.
So,
thank you, Mike.
So our baseline was 20, and we definitely hit the number that I was hoping, and his total is much higher than that.
No.
Okay. Did we? What's going on there? Oh boy.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good.
Well,
very
thank
good.
you. I appreciate it.
23 backers, and nice.
Thank you.
We'll just inch our way up there.
Yeah, that's how it's
creep along.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's a couple other things that I can share as well. So
yeah,
I'm gonna remove that. Take that out. So we did mention that you had the flipcity.com, and I did.
It's flipcitymag.com. If you want to go straight to being a subscriber in print, just go to flipcitymag.com. It'll pop right up, and you lock yourself in for 4 per inch. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So I'm going to share the link to that right now.
Thank you. Yeah, they'll get you right in to start getting 4 issues a year. And, honestly, a lot of your right-wing comedy choices, I got to say, a little iffy. I mean, what do you got? We got out there Babylon Bee. That's weak sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Daily Wire tried to put out a cartoon? Tried to put out a couple of cartoons. That stuff sucked. That stuff sucked. It doesn't ride hard. We ride hard in the paint. God damn it.
Yeah, so they can get, like you said, a subscription and then just pay the subscription fee and you get 4 issues a year.
You dial into that, you'll get the parodies first, and with the timing of it, you might even get a bonus issue. I'm not going to put my neck out there, but the timing might be good for you here. If you get in there at the end of October, you might just get a 5th issue. You might just squeeze a 5th one out in your year, because we're playing catch up right now.
All right. So,
thank you. Thank you for that deep dive.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like us to present or talk about, or is there any other shows that you're going on you want to give shout outs to?
I don't have anything scheduled right now, but we got an open calendar. Anybody wants to have us on to talk about this stuff. And one of the things we try to do when we do our own broadcast, well, Jason, we do the live, we break out the parodies and do live reads all the time. And I'm trying to work this into a traveling thing so we can take those bits with us onto other people's shows in an easy manner. But to me, it's kind of like it's a bit like the old school radio days. You just, you got the script and the stuff and everybody gets together live and does these pieces. And like we were talking about earlier, if it falls apart, it only makes it funnier.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I guess I can share that as well. Here's your YouTube, Flip City Magazine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll also throw that in the chat as well, and we can also have a look at your YouTube. Again, the great thing about your YouTube is it's free. If anyone wants to come subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Indeed. I mean, we got some old cartoons up there that you can find. And hopefully we'll be doing more. Like we were talking about, we're working on that Jerks of Joke Island cartoon for next year. With the blessing of the AI, it's basically humans wrote it, humans drew it. I'm going to use AI for some of basically a tweener,
Yep.
And that's all.
Yep.
And some of these services can do such impressive things. So we'll be getting that Jerks of Joke Island cartoon. And you all were generous enough to come and supply us with great performances for all the parts, for all the 6 or 7 parts of that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So no AI voices either. It's pretty limited.
Well, right. Jesse, the common nerd, I don't know. He might qualify. See.
It's been a while since I've seen Jesse too.
Yeah, we should have him back on. Okay, so Scott, if there's somebody out there that is that wants to do like a 1-page gag strip or something like that, do you take submissions?
Yeah, we take submissions for written content. We take submissions for art. Your best bet is if you bring your own material, then your chances go up substantially because I don't have to write anything for you.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, send what you got. You never know what we're going to find interesting. So
nice.
Just take a shot. I'll tell you where it's at.
For those creators out there, I might actually submit some at some point, but this is a good opportunity to kind of get your work out there and strike a chord, make some people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Craig,
email us there.
Yes. We got 10 minutes left of the show. Can you call up the Jupiter sign up, Jupiter 2 sign up real quick?
Yep.
We got 58 people watching live. I want to say thank you. I think somebody, I'm assuming somebody who's watching, signed up.
Oh, nice.
So it's at hit refresh.
Okay. This is where my whole StreamYard crashes.
That's part of the humor.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
There we go.
54 people. All right. So I'm almost to 60. I'm almost to 60 signups. We got 58 people watching live. At the end of the show or during the show, please head on over to Indiegogo. We'll put the link up. Link should be in the chat there for Jupiter issue 2. Right now, I'm working on the actual issue, but this will be launching in 2026, and I want to get up over 100 signups before we launch, just to kind of do some proof, some social proof, make sure that there's interest in this. Thank you, Phil. Make sure there's interest in this book. I know I had 302 backers in issue 1, so I know there's people that are like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna buy it when it launches or whatever. But the deal, there was changes to the Indiegogo site like 2 weeks ago. And one of the changes is that in the past, you could see how many people backed a project. Now you can see how many people are basically signed up for the project. And it's just people are superstitious. And if they see a small number of people signed up, they might think, well, people want to be reassured that their instincts are correct, right? So if they look at something on Indiegogo and they think it's appealing, they think it's cool, but they only see like 12 people signed up, they're gonna be like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe my opinion's wrong, right? Because people lack confidence.
That was always me with funding goals. It wasn't so much the amount of people, it was whether or not I thought they would make their goal. And if I thought their goal was way too high, I wouldn't even give them a shot. And if I thought they were close to their goal, or if I was the one that was going to set them over, I would automatically back just so I could brag about it.
Yeah, there's that too. That's another dynamic. So just so in a way, it's kind of cool because you can see how many people are signed up to get notified when something launches. But I think it could when the campaign is in the pre-launch and it's the early days of pre-launch, I think they have a boomerang effect where people are like, I'm skeptical about this. So anyways, we've got 50 people watching live. Please, tonight, now, this weekend, whatever, head on over to Indiegogo for Jupiter 2 and put your name in there so that you'll be notified when the campaign launches and we get those pre-launch numbers up. So thank you.
One of the things you could do is you could like make it that you're not going to launch till you hit 100. If you start getting close, like, and you'd be like, I'm at whatever 86, 14 more and I launch, 13 more and I launch. You never know. It might press it. I would hate to see you stuck at like 96 and you can't get anyone else to stop. Don't launch.
Who knows?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's a really beautiful book. The art inside is really, really nice, and I like the writing.
Thank you
a lot.
Thank you.
I was laughing about about the character cracking open the comic book where his problems just kept leading to bigger and bigger problems.
Yes, Captain Klein Bottle. It's good stuff.
Yeah, so he's never going to cycle back to any of these, is he? It's just
and I think
universes.
And I think I wore Jason down. What did you say? That issue 0 is going to be like 80 pages or something crazy?
Yeah. So this right here, this is a Scott. This is a hard copy proof of Jupiter 0, which is my collection of the best of my 1990s work.
Can you turn it aside so we can see the thickness? Yeah, there we go.
Look at that. So I was going to make it a stretch goal, but Craig convinced me to make it an add-on. So this will be an add-on for the campaign when it launches, and it is it's basically the best of the 90s stuff. So it's got good stuff in there. So
yeah,
beautiful,
great stuff.
You'll have this.
Is that a Gordian knot? Is that what you call a Gordian knot on the front?
It's actually apropos. This is a painting I did. As I wrapped up the 1990s Jupiter, and it is a Salvador Dalí style horse. So yeah, good stuff.
Cool.
All right. So it looks like she did not come home with the Costco. You may have to go hunt her down.
You know what? I hear them out there. They're out in the other room.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, but no one's come in here yet.
All right.
But I'm excited to see what you know. They usually bring home something good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right. Craig, I have no idea what kind of craziness you have prepared in the outro.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll admit,
never disappoint.
Yeah, well, the intro and the outro, I kind of threw them both together fast today, so I apologize. It's not necessarily my best work. I got to put myself on a schedule to make sure that I'm working on the show and I'm not cramming it all into a Thursday and a Friday, just so I'm doing a bit better. But it's still enjoyable, nevertheless. Scott, again, thank you so much for being our guest and for joining us and hanging out.
Thank you, guys. It's been great.
Yeah. Hope you had fun. Yeah. So 57 watching again. Thank you again, everyone, for hanging out with us, for tuning in every week for our crazy antics. Do you want me to find that list there to tell you who's our guest next week?
Yeah, who's the guest next week?
There you go. Next week's Frederick Gillimont.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah.
So,
cool.
There we go.
You know,
so, very good.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
So if that's a wrap, I'll throw the outro in for everybody. And on that note, have a great weekend. Take care.
Latin American scientists have just dug up a 70-million-year-old dinosaur egg which still might have something inside. As wild as that is, imagine finding it live streaming on the internet, brushing away the dust, and suddenly realizing you're holding a time capsule from the age of the dinosaurs.
A team of paleontologists has uncovered the remains of what they believe to be one of the oldest species of dinosaur. The new discovery is believed to have lived approximately 230 million years ago. The skeleton is nearly complete and suggests that it was a long-necked herbivore about 2 meters long.
I own an island off the coast of Costa Rica. And I've spent the last 5 years setting up a kind of biological preserve. And there's no doubt our attractions will drive kids out of their minds. What kind of park is this? Well, we've made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet.
2 species have just been suddenly thrown back into the mix together. Can we possibly have the slightest idea of what to expect?
Yeah, that's nice.
He doesn't want to be fed, he wants to hunt.
No, you are, but what am I? What am I? God damn it! But what am I?
Come on, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Now, right now. Let's go faster.
What now? Fences are failing all over the park. Door security systems are shutting down.
The door locks! Ellie, boot up the door locks!
The only thing that matters now are the people we love. John, they're out there where people are dying.
Go ahead and scream your head up! We're miles from where anyone can hear you!
It is just a delay. That's all it is. All major theme parks have delays.
Yeah, but John, if the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists. Clever girl.
Italian art police raided a Salvador Dalí exhibition in Parma, seizing 21 works, including tapestries, drawings, and engravings, all suspected of being forgeries. The exhibition, titled Salvador Dalí Between Art and Myth, features around 80 pieces and had previously been displayed in Rome earlier this year. Authorities acted after the Gala Salvador Dalí Foundation raised concerns and identified anomalies in the artworks. The police stressed that the works are only presumed fake at this stage, and the presumption of innocence applies until a final verdict is reached, NBC News has reported.
Dalí liked it on time. I think this ain't one glow. Yes, but this for me is very good recommendation because in Greek, blue is synonymous of airness, and Dalí is the incarnation of the divine Hermes. Chocolate. Du chocolat. Papier chocolat. Le pepper, you know, the pepper for enveloping the chocolate. It is the name, pepper. Metallic, any kind of metallic, brilliant, and soft. Silvering pepper.
In your DNA that doesn't belong to Earth. Something alien. 200,000 years ago, human evolution took a sudden, impossible leap. What caused it? We're not entirely human. The alien code lives inside you, a dormant program waiting to be activated. It whispers secrets of a past we can barely comprehend. A past that rewrote our very being. What else is hidden in our genes?
And lastly, sir, we have an executive order demanding that grown men stop wearing skinny jeans.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years. For decades.